Alright, what's up YouTube? SchoolSuck778 here, bringing you a deck profile on my, I guess, Elemental Heroes, Bubble Beat, whatever you want to call it. It's been a while since I made a video. I've been really busy with school and everything, but school's just about over. And I'm using this video at Regionals, which is in 2 days. So yeah, here's the deck profile. 1 Stratos, obviously because it's Stratos, every hero deck needs to run Stratos. Triple Alias, really standard. Triple Bubble Man, really standard. 1 Wild Heart. I run the 1 Wild Heart because I also run double Torrential. So if they have a whole bunch of monsters, you normal him, Torrential, he gets saved. It's so awesome. So yeah, I like playing him. 1 Beast King Barbaros. I run skill drains, so running one of him is nice. And then Photon Thrasher. Photon Thrasher is just a better version of Cyber Dragon, and with skill drains, him not being able to attack doesn't really matter. For spells, I do 10 monsters, 16 spells, 16 traps. It's a 42 card deck. I run Forbidden Chalice. This card's really good this format with the priority change, and then in addition, it gives the 400 attack. So if I have Stratos on the field, say they summon Thunder King next turn, they attack. I Forbidden Chalice my Stratos, saves the Stratos. So it's one of those cards we're not really going to be expected. I run 2 Ecall and then the 1 Rhoda. I run 2 Ecall and Rhoda over the 3 Ecall because then I can get him. So yeah, it's really standard. Monster Reborn, standard. Then I run the Future Fusion because I love getting Future Fusion and Miracle first turn. I run Triple Miracle. I only run 1 Super Poly, Mind Control, Book of Moon, Dark Hole, Heavy, double MST, all pretty stable. It was originally triple MST and 1 Heavy, but I found that a lot of times when I wasn't going first, I would get Heavy, so it was just nice to have first turn. And I usually side it out anyway, so it's fine. Run double Torrential, so good this format. Mirror Force, very stable. Compulse, such a good card this format, along with Bottomless. And then Chain Destruction, such a good card this format. You play it against rabbits and insectors especially, get rid of their dragonflies, get rid of their rabbits, it's so nice. And then the 2 Solemn Warnings and Solemn Judgment, that's obvious. Only 1 Deprison, and then I run the 2 Skill Drains. Just because this format, everything's so based on effect and then special summoning, so you use that to stop the effects, obviously. And then I run 1 Trap Stun to OTK, because I OTK with this deck so easily. Especially FTK, if they only set 1 back row or set 1 monster, it's so nice. I run the 1 Starlight Road, and then 2 Dark Bribe. It was 1 Dark Bribe and 2 Starlight Road because I didn't like letting my opponent draw a card for free. But I've noticed that Dark Bribe is so much more viable because if they Dark Hole and I only have 1 monster, then that Starlight's useless. If they Solemn, then Starlight Road's useless. So having the 2 Dark Bribe is really nice. And then usually I'll only use it if it's like dire consequences. And then for extra deck, I have 2 Utopia. It's Bubble Beat. You get them out very easy, 4 stars. 1 Maestroke. This card you kind of need because this deck doesn't really get over monsters very well. It doesn't have high attack power except for the Shining, and you don't get that too often. So you run him to basically book their monsters. Triple Blade Armor because it's Blade Armor. You OTK with that so easily. 1 Draco Request because I run the Super Poly and everything in the deck is a warrior. Adoration because of Future Fusion. The 2 Shining, 2 Absolute Zero, the Tornado, and then the 1 Stardust from the Starlight Road because I can't think. And then the side deck, I side 1 MST, double DD Crow, double Fossil Dyna. This card is amazing this format when you play it correctly, because if you just set it first turn, almost always you will screw people up, or like in this deck, you special summon non-stop crazily. You do everything you need to, and then normal summon it, because then they can't special summon, and you don't have to worry about flipping it. And then for the mirror match, you do 2 Snowman Eaters, and then if you randomly fight a GB or something, Gladiator Beast, you just set this card. They attack Thunder King because it's 19 defense. Thunder King gets popped, and then you still have this, and you can Miracle it or Super Poly it next turn. I run 2 Kaiku because I really hate Dark Worlds, especially with this deck. It can't really get over the high attack power of Dark Worlds, so if they get stuck and need to use the field spell, normal summon him. Their field spell is basically useless because they can't remove for it. 1 Grand Mole, it's such a really good card. You can special Thrasher, normal him, attack, bounce their monster, and then attack directly. It wins games, but it's one of those cards where it's not always a good thing to have, so you just side it. The 2 Thunder King, because it's Thunder King. Really enough said, everyone sides it. DD Warrior Lady. It's just a really good side card. If you're versing pretty much any deck, you just kind of set it, they'll attack into it, and them not being expecting it. And then 1 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, and 1 Trap Hole. And yeah, that's the deck. So comment, like, subscribe. If you dislike, please tell me why. If you think I should make any changes, please let me know. I know a lot of people run Pot of Duality in there, Bubble Beat decks, but I personally hate Pot of Duality because, well, not in every deck, just in this deck, because I love OTKing people and FTKing people, and Pot of Duality just makes it impossible to OTK because then you can't special summon. And I've found that with my build, I pretty much never draw bad, just as long as you shuffle well enough. Even pile shuffling every time helps. So yeah, that's the deck. Hope you enjoyed, and comment.